Mikhail of Tver redirects here. It can also refer to Mikhail II of Tver and to Mikhail III of Tver. Mikhail Yaroslavich, also known as Michael of Tver, was a prince of Tver who ruled as Grand Prince of Vladimir from 1304 until 1314 and again from 1315 to 1318. He was Russian Orthodox Church. Canonization is counted among the saints of the Russian Orthodox Church. Mikhail Yaroslavich was the second son of Yaroslav III, the younger brother of Alexander Nevsky, and succeeded him as Prince of Tver in 1285. His mother Xenia was the second spouse to Yaroslav III and is known as the Saint Xenia of Taruso. Upon the death of Andrei Alexandrovich, Mikhail became the Grand Prince of Vladimir in 1304, as was consistent with the rota system of collateral succession that had been practiced in Rus since the time of Yaroslav the Wise. He was confirmed in office by Tokta Khan of the Golden Horde. Troubles as Grand Prince in rivalry with Moscow, while he seemed secure in the throne, being the legitimate heir and having been confirmed by the Khan in Sarai. Grand Prince Mikhail suffered a series of setbacks as Grand Prince which led to him losing the Grand Princely office for both himself and, in some ways, ultimately for his descendants. He was, like most Grand Princes of Vladimir, accepted as Prince of Novgorod the Great in 1309, but fought with Novgorod, going so far as to withdraw his lieutenants and cut off grain shipments into the city in 1312. While he was on decent terms with Tokta Khan, and initially with his successor, Uzbek Khan, he eventually lost influence to Yuri of Moscow, who gained influence in Novgorod while the Grand Prince was away in Sarai. Mikhail did manage to finally take control of the city in 1316 with Mongol aid, but the following year Uzbek Khan gave the Yarlik a patent of office of the Grand Prince of Vladimir to Yuri, who also married Uzbek's sister. After granting Yuri the Yarlik patent of office, the Khan sent his army under the Mongol general Kavkadi to help Yuri in his struggle with Mikhail Yaroslavich. December 22, 1317, Mikhail defeated Yuri at a village called Bortenovo. Mikhail captured Yuri's wife, who was the Khan's sister. When she died in Mikhail's custody, he was blamed for her death, although it seems unlikely that he would have killed her knowing how much it would hurt him politically for such little gain. He released Kavkadi, who returned to Sarai and accused Mikhail of murdering the Khan's sister, withholding tribute, and warring against his Mongol overlord. As a result, Mikhail was summoned to the horde by the Khan and executed on November 22, 1318. Mikhail and the Church. Mikhail also alienated the Church, particularly Metropolitan Petr. When Metropolitan Maxim died in 1305, Mikhail nominated another candidate, but Petr was consecrated by the Patriarch of Constantinople. Petr sided with Moscow and opposed Mikhail on several occasions. In 1309, he appointed David as Archbishop of Novgorod, and David was instrumental in the argument that led Mikhail to withdraw his lieutenants and cut the grain supplies to the city. In 1314, Novgorod called on Yuri to be named Grand Prince and for Mikhail to be deposed. Thus the support of the Church aided Yuri to Mikhail's detriment. Despite his having been unfavored by the Russian Orthodox Church during his lifetime, the Church later declared Mikhail a saint. Family and children. In 1294, Mikhail married Princess Anna of Rostov, daughter of Dmitry of Rostov. They had 5 children: Prince Dmitry of Tver, Prince Alexander of Tver, Prince Constantine of Tver, Prince Vasily of Kashan, Fyodora of Tver, Mikhail's sons and successors Dmitry the Terrible Eyes and Alexander were both also loved in the horde, as was Alexander's elder son, Mikhail. Both Alexander Mikhailovich and Mikhail Alexandrovich briefly held the Grand Princely office, but Mikhail's failure to defeat Yuri of Moscow, followed by Alexander's role in the Tver uprising of 1327, led the Tver branch to lose the favor of the Khans, and Danilovich, the Muscovite princes, held the title for all but 2 years after 1317. Mikhail's wife took the veil in Kashin's nunnery and died there on October 2, 1368. She is commemorated as Anna of Kashin by the Russian Orthodox Church and was canonized in 1677.